What's good, y'all? It's time for another video and I still can't believe it. The character models are already in and we have permission to show off all 6 characters. And the way we're going to do it is in a kind of 3-part deal with Emir and I think Nora, her name, as number 1, then Lyshus and Mika as number 2, and then Enid and Lyra, I think that's her name, as number 3. So, for video number 1, we're going with the dragon and the potential dragon girl. Number 1, the dragon. What can he do? And also, we never forgive and never forget sounds fucking awesome. Alright, for those that don't want to see it, skip ahead for the next 30 seconds. I still haven't watched it myself. Let's have a look. Okay. I mean, that already tells us something about Emir and Dragon Girl. They
never forgive and never forget.
Work together? I don't know. Skills. Here we go. Alright. Talent. When deployed, unleashes Boreal Winds, inflicting slow on all enemies within 2 tiles and extending the duration on freeze on them by 50 seconds up to a maximum extension of 1.5 seconds. The hero gains freeze immunity. 2 things I want to say about it. Number 1, they are obviously not trying to not create a new Boreas because it's 2 tiles and not 4.5. And number 2, freeze immunity kind of makes me feel like chapter 10 is going to be on the horizon, because that's in like an ice age with dwarves and ice. So who knows? Maybe that's a teaser for chapter 10. Alright, the first attack deals 100% AoE damage to the target and up to 5 of the target surrounding enemies, so up to 6 targets hit for 100% damage. Obviously max scales 80% normally. Frost Breath. When targeting enemies inflicted with freeze, ignores 25% of their defense. When Winter's Bite on any enemy triggers freeze, deals an additional magic damage, an extra magic damage ranging from 100 to 450% based on the duration of the triggered freeze. This damage reaches its maximum duration when the effect duration reaches 4.5 seconds. How the hell do you... what? How do you freeze someone for 4.5 seconds? Okay, Winter's Bite. Reduces movement speed by 25%, stacking up to 3 times. When reaching 3 stacks, inflicts freeze on a target for 2 seconds. Does not apply to the targets already inflicted with freeze. Okay. Glacial Scales. When deployed, gains 6 stacks of scale armor. Scale armor. Increases damage by 5% and all damage reduction by 5% per stack, so 30% damage, 30% damage reduction. When possessing scale armor, deal higher damage to closer enemies up to a maximum of 30%. When receiving damage, lose 1 stack of scale armor. Up to 1 stack can be lost every second, so even if you get attacked rapidly, you can only lose once. And if you use the ultimate, you go back up to full. Alright, then we have Ancient Blood, a bond skill. Obtain Hero Anora to unlock the following bonus effect. There is a 20% chance to inflict an extra stack of Winter's Bite. Winter's Bite again apparently being a debuff. When YMIRET receives fatal damage for the first time, he transforms into Dragon Egg with all his rage cleared. YMIRET is the dragon. Inherits 50% of max HP, reduces block by 1 and stops gaining rage during its existence. If killed, deals 200% AoE damage up to 10 adjacent enemies and inflicts freeze for 1 second. If not killed within 20 seconds, the hero revives. Okay, okay. Frozen Tempest. When activated, ascends into the air, expanding attack range and increasing block to 0, probably decreasing. Basic attack now turns into Frost Breath, dealing 180% AoE damage to the target and their surrounding enemies, hitting up to 8 enemies and inflicting a stack of Winter's Bite on them. Allies within the talent range receive Frost immunity during the effect duration. Okay. What are the stats though? It's a fighter. Okay, only 17,700 health, which is rather low. Let's say a Salada or some such like that has like 24,000. Okay. Attack 4,700, which also seems rather low. And a block of 2, which is pretty standard for any fighter. Even though I guess the magic resistance is a bit higher than you would have it usually. Probably not.
Never forgive and never forget.
Okay. So attack interval of 2.6 seconds and 150% crit damage at 14 or Rage Region Auto. Alright, just in case, we just have a peek at the Awakenings. When the ultimate is triggered, deals 280% damage on to a maximum of 10 enemies in range and inflicts freeze on them for 2 seconds. Okay. Increases Ancient's Blood damage increase effect by an extra 2, so the same as Ajax with a 5% attack boost. While the ultimate is not activated, there's a 30% chance for basic attack to trigger the Winter's Bite effect. And additionally, the effect of effect duration of Winter's Bite within the talent range is increased by 2 seconds, which would give you a 4-second freeze. Then we have the Rage Region. And then lastly, after casting the ultimate 2 times, increases the range of subsequent ultimates. How expensive is this ultimate? 900? That is rather cheap. Okay. Alright. Now that we've got the Frostborn Leviathan, what about her?
The blood of the ancients has brought me back to life.
And that's her intro animation? Her gallery intro animation?
The blood of the ancients has brought me back to life.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Then obviously there has to be a good promotion one.
Cower in my shadow.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Why not? And then after that, again, if you don't want to get spoiled for it, skip ahead around 20-30 seconds. Here we go. What the fuck?
The blood of the ancients has brought me back to life.
Bitch, what?
My love,
Oh.
I'll give you more.
Oh, it was Emir's
My hero.
I mean, okay. But what is he doing? Like, backwards on the ice, his tail through the ice? I don't know about you. I don't know about y'all.
Brought me back to life.
But this is kinda sus. Alright, Nora, the Silver Seraphim, whatever. Okay. Talent. When deployed, summons Labor. Labor inherits 100% of the master's attributes and assists attacking the master. And assists the master in attacking enemies in range. Each attack deals 90% AoE damage to up to 8 enemies. Okay. The hero and Labor permanently gain sanctity. Immune to most buffs and debuffs. Immune to most buffs? Okay. We gotta test that. Upon the death of an allied summon, Labor gains 1 stack of Ancient Spirit. Each stack increases Labor's attack by 1%, stacking up to 5 times. 15 deaths equals 50% attack increase of the Laborer. Alright. Magic attack deals 100% AoE damage to up to 5 enemies, which makes it 10 or 5 or twice 5 times the same with the Laborer. You do also increase the Laborer's attack damage with the skill ups. Then Calamity's Whisper. When attacking, Labor has a 20% chance to generate Noxious Breath. Deals 20% magic damage per second to up to 8 enemies at range. Airborne units take half the damage instead. When the ultimate is triggered, generates noxious breath immediately. Okay. Then agitation. When on the battlefield, increases the attack of labor by 15% and grants damage increase to other allied summons. Damage plus 10%. Now there's only one guy we know about, I guess, that also
Prepare to step into the
summons, right? I'm guessing him. So these autonomous cores become stronger if she's on the field. Okay. Oh, and there's Cyrus with his skelly boys. And now it apparently gets crazy. Obtain hero YMIRET, yeah, to unlock the following bonus effect. Summon labor ice instead of labor. So normally I guess you summon like kind of like a dead wraith, that wyvern kind of type of deal, and now you summon YMIRET apparently. So inherits 100% of the master's attributes and assists the master in attacking enemies in range. Deals 15% increased damage to controlled enemies. Each attack deals 110% AoE damage to up to 8 enemies with a 30% chance to inflict Winter's Bite for 3 seconds. Okay. So debuffed enemies take 50% more damage. 110 to 8 instead of 100 to 5, or 80 to 5. Is it 80 to 5? 90 to 8, okay. Wait, didn't that say something else here? No, 90 to 8, okay. And then with the extra chance to inflict the Winter's Bite, which is what he interacts with.
Never forgive and never forget.
And last but obviously not least, we have the ultimate Worm Dive. When activated, Labor immediately deals 360% AoE magic damage on up to 10 enemies in range, then increases his own damage by 150%, so I'm guessing 1.5x multiplier, doing the ultimate for a total of 20 seconds. Alright, now that we went to the kits of both heroes, checked out how they interact, how you feeling about them? Anything you want to see in specifically, and obviously as usual, if you appreciate the effort, feel free to leave a like, consider subscribing, if you fancy leave a comment, and we see each other in the next one.